So now we're going to get into graphing cosine, which cosine, the values are just going to change from your table. But if you look, this has a 1/2 and a 2 pi here. So before we even get into our table, we're going to want to label our amplitude, which is our A, and our period, which is found by 2 pi over b. So our A value, if you look, we've got y equals a times cosine bx. So our A value in this case is a 1/2. And our b value is 2 pi. Therefore, our period is found by 2 pi over 2 pi, which means our period is 1. And we are not working with any pi values. We're just going to be going to 1. So you have these pieces labeled, and now your period, until now, you've only seen it being from 0 to 2 pi. Now it's going to be from 0 to 1, and then you are going to cut up that in 5 equal pieces total, which in this case we're just doing quarters, we're cutting that up. So 0, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and 1. And those are your new x values. So what I did was I took that period and I did 0 plus the period because I don't have any shifts going on at this point. So 0 plus 1 is 1, so my last point is 1 out of my 5-point method. Then I cut it in half, got 1/2. Cut that in half, and got 1 over 4 and 3 pi over 4. And my x values are set. So the period affects your x, and the A, which is your amplitude, affects your y. So let's go ahead. I know you guys have it out, but just so it's visually on here. This is the original of cosine. 3 pi over 2, 0. All right, those are the originals. So now we're going to go ahead, take these original y values, and multiply them by 1/2, which is our A value. So that's always going to be the case when you see an A. It's going to be multiplied to a y value. So 1/2 times 1 is 1/2. That's a 0. That's a negative 1/2. It's a 0 and a 1/2. So I just took that A value and multiplied it to my y values on my parent graph. So you guys can see the table is fully done now. So one part worked with period and x, and the other was amplitude and y. So we did it one piece at a time. So don't try to rush through it and do one xy coordinate and then one xy coordinate. Do all the x's and then do all the y's. Because now we have it all ready to go, and we can now go through and graph this. Yeah, I'll do this color. So go ahead, label your axes out. Now instead of going from 0 to 2 pi, we're going to go 0 to 1, which in this case I'm not going to do one box. Let's see, I'll just take them every 3 and call that a quarter, just so you guys can see the stretch on it. So 1/4, I take it back. 1/4, and make it a little smaller. 1/2, 3/4, 1, 1.5, 2, and so on and so forth, right? So now I'm going to look at my y values. If you see, this is 1 and 1/2. Just to show the meaningfulness of this, I'm going to make this 1/2, and that 1, negative 1/2, and negative 1. And then we're going to go ahead and graph it. So those are my 5 points. I literally just pulled from the table, and then you can see the curve. So this does have a different shape. It starts high, then goes low, and then comes back high, whereas sine was mid up, mid down, mid. This is going to follow on infinitely, right? So the one period is from 0 to 1, and then the rest of it is just extra repeating patterns. So that's a two-parter, and for tonight's homework, this really is going to be as hard as it gets. So you've got two more examples. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys try them on your own, and then I'm going to show you guys the answers. I think that's going to be best so that you guys have guided, but you're trying it on your own.